Now, this is a thing I really want to focus on. A lot of mechanics, as EVs progress, are going to lose their jobs. Being a mechanic is dying in front of our eyes. Hey guys, Chesco here, bringing you back with another video. And in this video, I just wanted to chat a little bit with you guys about Teslas. Now, I've heard a lot about Teslas, a lot of good and a lot of bad, and I wanted to share my thoughts on it, especially after owning one for 120,000 kilometers in a span of 2 years. I've owned a Tesla Model 3. I think it's a great car overall. I think as a daily commuter, it is pretty dang good. It's almost as perfect as a car could get. Now, this is under what I personally look for in a car. That's very important to highlight because each person requires different things, even in their daily commuters. You know, I require a car that is reliable and can do things. I need it to tow. I need it to perform well. I need it to be comfortable. I need it to have features. Tesla covers all those boxes. It can tow 2,000 pounds, the Model 3, standard range, the lowest end Tesla, which is enough for me to tow. The technology in a Tesla is second to none. It is the best I've ever experienced, with features like blinker cameras, which completely shows you your blind spots, autopilot, full self-driving. These things are like gold for a commuter car. The traction, this is overlooked, not talked about enough, in my opinion. In Canada, this is vital, but the traction control is the best I've ever experienced. And I've driven good cars. I've driven Audis, Porsches, Mercedes, Hummer, trucks. And Tesla has the best traction control, by far. And the reason for this is because of the electric traction control it has. It has a very good system because it's all electric. They can mitigate it every millisecond compared to a gas car, which can't. All electric, so it's all instant, the same way they have instant torque. So this is phenomenal when it comes to traction and winter driving. So these are just a few things, but the main thing I really wanted to talk about in this video is the perception on Teslas. Here's the thing, right? I grew up loving cars my entire life. So I understand where a lot of people come from with this quote-unquote hatred towards Teslas. Here's the thing I think a lot of them fail to realize, though. What they fail to realize is that a lot of this is stemming from bias. And there's a lot of problems being created in thin air by these groups of people to help support their idea, their ultimate idea, that Tesla is shit. They're a pain to work on. This is a common one I'm hearing, where people are like, yeah, I don't like electric cars. There's just a piece of evidence to their pie is like, yeah, they're a pain to work on. And it's like, no, that's not really true. The truth is, they're rarely needed to be worked on. They rarely need to be worked on. So all these tech guys, tech mechanic guys, say that because they never have to work on them. Now, this is a thing I really want to focus on. A lot of mechanics, as EVs progress, are going to lose their jobs. They're going to lose their jobs because their previous work is dying. It's dying. Being a mechanic is dying in front of our eyes, slowly. But this is why there's so much denial, right? They want to shut it down because they don't want that to happen. So I understand that. I'm empathetic. But we have to tell it like it is. That is what's happening. All EVs need to do are become cheaper and add more range to the batteries. Once those two things happen, it is a wrap for ICE vehicles and mechanics are done. This is the harsh truth, and people need to realize it. Now, here's the thing with Teslas also, they're hated in like car communities, right? They don't make sound, etc., etc. This is like vanity stuff. This to me, even as a car guy my entire life, I'm not bothered by. I think I don't think it affects the reliability of it. I don't think it affects how good it is as a daily commuter, right? These are purely aesthetic things and nice things to have in a car, which I agree is kind of sad that could one day be gone. I totally agree. Which is why I'm not fully in support of making EVs the only car to be able to be bought, but that's a separate topic. What I'm mainly focusing on is just how good, quote unquote, Teslas or EVs are. Now, I'm going to speak, as I have been for this video, about Teslas. Other car brands, I think, are in a catch-up phase. They're trying to take what Tesla's done, make their own, etc., etc. Tesla is the one to look at. And the whole thing about the environment, they're saying in the government that global warming is a massive threat. Now, whether you believe that or not is fair, but they're saying it is. So when you come along and say Teslas are actually bad for the environment because you got to drill this shit, whatever it is, that doesn't contribute to global warming. That thing you're talking about, what they're drilling, the lithium, it doesn't contribute to global warming. That's a different section of the environment. They're saying that global warming is the threat. And when you have, shit going on in the Arctic that is, they're saying, I'm just quoting the science and government here, they're saying that is causing damage on a severe level, then, that's something that should be attended to, and it's okay to accept that. It's okay to accept that. Totally fine to accept that. And again, whether it's actually happening or not, I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if they're saying that, if it were true and it's actually happening right now, you have to accept that is not good and needs to be attended to. That's my point. And that's why EV is being pushed by the government as a better environmental vehicle. So yeah, guys, I would consider to not follow mob mentality in any aspect of life. Form your own opinions, do your own thinking, and come to your own conclusions. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed this talk. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, talk about it in the comments. Get your mind working.